Hi, my name is Dan Schessel, and you are watching Off the Shelf, where each and every week we are reviewing a bunch of comics right here on YouTube. We try to keep these as spoiler-free as possible and as kid-friendly as possible as well. So, with all that out of the way, let's get going with this. So this review is for Superior Spider-Man number 10. Alright, so we are finally free of that pesky Peter Parker. Doc Ock did the whole brain sucking out thing, and Peter Parker is no more. And that's alright, right? Right? You know, it's free, yay. Well, if you don't have the memories of Peter Parker kind of holding you back and keeping you kind of grounded, what's not to say that everything is going to just end up going really badly for him? And what's to say that he's not just going to end up being a supervillain again? Like, there's nothing really there to keep him anchored. Not saying that the riddance of Peter Parker is actually not a bad thing, because I'm actually kind of happy that he's gone. He was just getting so annoying that I'm just glad that, you know, Doc Ock can just move on, and we actually get to see him develop and see where he can go with being Spider-Man for now. I just really liked seeing him take the reins on this one. The arrogance that he puts towards everything is actually really funny. It makes me laugh for the most part, and it just really is setting him up for just this huge fall. He really hasn't faced anybody who's really any kind of a threat, and you can kind of tell, but every time he wins a battle against some third or fourth string villain here, his confidence is growing, and I'm just waiting for that moment where he's gonna fail and everything's gonna go and see what he does with that. We get to see how the threat level is starting to rise a bit on him. A lot of people are mad at him for, you know, really taking it a little too far with a lot of the characters. And, you know, if they do manage to escape or get away, they're starting to gang up. And we get to see a little bit more of that. And we get to see who's all behind the ganging up. I'm pretty sure if you've been reading Superior Spider-Man, you'd probably know who it is. But I'm not going to let you know right now. You're going to have to go pick that up. We also get to see more of Anna here, which I really like to see. Mainly because I think her character is fantastic, and it's probably the only thing that's going to keep Doc Ock from, you know, going way over the edge. She's pretty much the only thing that's going to, you know, keep him grounded during this whole bit that he's going to end up going through. You can just see it growing. My only problem here seems to be that there's an awful lot of filler in this book. Not much happening. It just seemed like it was just, all right, so here's what's going to happen, but it's not going to happen here. You know, it was just a big tease. And just a lot of character development. Which is not a bad thing, not necessarily a bad thing. I would just like to see some story actually move forward. It just seems really slow. But hey, you know what? These books come out pretty quick, and I don't really care for a slow story for Superior Spider-Man, because I know in a couple of weeks we're going to get another book anyways, and it's just going to keep going. So it's pretty good. Overall, I am enjoying this book. I am enjoying seeing everybody in this book develop as a whole. We get to see more Anna, and we get to see Carly as well, which is something we haven't seen a whole lot during the Superior Spider-Man books. We do know that she is very skeptical of who Spider-Man is right now, and Peter Parker is right now. I think we already know that she's pretty much figured out that it's Doc Ock, but there's not really much of a way to prove it. And another bonus is kind of no Peter Parker. I'm kind of enjoying not having him in the background, messing things up and getting in the way, and that whole bit. Kind of the downside is there's not really much of a story here. It's just a lot of character development and more setup, and that's pretty much this whole book is. Doc Ock is yet to really face any kind of threat, and so you really just don't know what he's kind of made of until he really does see what is going to happen to him. Overall, I am still going to give this book a 4 out of 5 because I am still enjoying this ride. I am still liking Superior Spider-Man, and this book, without the whiny Peter Parker in the back, is actually not a bad book at all. And I'm kind of glad to see a lot of the characters brought back into the book and seeing where they're going and where they're heading. And for me, as a whole, I enjoyed it. And I think if you're ready to pick up Superior Spider-Man, why not pick it up now? Because it won't be long before you can kind of get into this book. It doesn't take much. So, other than that, that was for Superior Spider-Man number 10. So I want to thank everybody out there for watching these videos. You can go and check out any of my other comics that I got right here. And you can click on these if you have the annotations on your YouTube on. And you can click on them and you can go and check out those reviews. And yeah, they're pretty fantastic. All right, so let's get that out of the way. Once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel. It's just somewhere down below there or in this corner. I think it's that corner. So go and click on that one. Or in this one, I can't remember which one it is. And that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.